want to help you understand, many people have not been involved in faith promise. Maybe by lack of knowledge, maybe a little bit fear, maybe a little bit uncertainty. But I want you to realize that faith promise is an impact in your life. It has a genuine impact in your future and your finances. And so what I've done is we've invited some of our members to give a testimony of how faith promise has been important to them in their life. Now the first one we have today is one of our young professionals. This young lady is Kay Hernandez, and she's going to come and where's Kay? Where is she? There, come up here. Yeah, not there. We want everybody to know you. Nobody knows you.
Good morning. It's been my dream to have my own real estate business. So last year, when there was an affordable offer from our company to purchase a condo unit, I felt the urge to grab this opportunity. One reason I was confident to purchase it is because I expect my brother to help me paying for this since he'll be starting to work in Tanzania. And I got some savings to sustain paying for the down payment for the couple of months. Since this is a major purchase I'll be making, I prayed hardly to God and sought His approval and His will for this. I confirmed that it is His will because He gave me peace in my heart that He'll provide along the way. I was so excited to finally take steps to pursue my dream to start my own real estate business. So we purchased furniture and appliances to offer our unit for rent and fully furnished. Months passed and challenges finally started to come our way. My brother decided to come back here in the Philippines, in which we can no longer depend on his income from his work in Tanzania. Then I can also depend fully on my parents to help me financially because they also have obligations from the losses incurred from our past business, which is distributing Coca-Cola products. And I can't rely solely on my own salary to pay for the down payment in the coming months. What God does to temporarily provide for our unit, He used my grandma because she needed a place to stay or to rent. So we offered our unit because our relatives will pay for her. Then that's temporary provision from God. The next challenge God placed before me is when Manila Water had an issue in their water supply. So our unit was affected and my grandma wanted to move out. That's when a great testing of God came to my life. Much of these struggles and testing are God's working in my heart. I said, Lord, before I made this step to make a major purchase and start my dream business, I prayed that may you provide all along the way. But why it took all the means for us to pay for this unit? As the obstacles came, I began to look on my own abilities, on my own resources, and make my own way. On the other hand, I forgot to focus on God's abilities, provision, and His power. I even began to envy missionaries and pastors who are reporting that God provided for them lot of property to start their building, to start their church. And despite of that, those missionaries and pastors, they purchase a unit or lot outside their comfort zone, in a place distant from their family or relatives who can they rely to ask for financial help. My prayer to God was like, Lord, channel of blessing. But why it seems you're not helping me now on this? From this prayer, God greatly worked in my heart. And from that prayer, it changed into something like this. If God can miraculously provide on building projects of His work, then He can also miraculously provide on building businesses that will provide to His work. Through different circumstances, He brought ways to remind me His sovereignty and grace. That's when I witnessed God work on miracles to provide paths to fulfill His purpose in my life. I realized God wanted to see me whether I will still give to Him even when I'm struggling financially. He wanted to test my character by looking on my responses to Him even when I have fewer resources at hand. God wanted to see me sacrifice some of my unnecessary or selfish spending to still give to Him. It's been months since our unit does not generate cash flow. I expected I'll be paying for its expenses like utilities, monthly amortization, out of my own pocket. As I have posted our unit in Facebook Marketplace, many inquired and there's one who asked if they can stay for 5 days and willing to pay the price I charge to them. I immediately used their payment to pay for the monthly dues, which sums up to 2 months. Then back at the office from attending youth camp in Cavite, I was notified that I won cash from the raffle in our cooperative group. And this is enough again to pay for the utilities. On the same month, during our FNA town hall, I received recognition as the best CNA, and of course, there's another cash reward for that. Another instance that God provided for me is when I asked for the approval of my boss if I can reimburse one of the trainings that I already paid my membership. And she approved it, and I got the reimbursement and used it again to pay for the utilities. That's when I learned that God truly provides so I can fulfill my commitment to Him to give despite of the struggles in my life. I finally experienced what is it like to prove to God my faithfulness even when I have the least. He taught me to be faithful over a few things because I wanted to show to Him that I can be faithful someday, that I can also be trusted to rule over many things. God not only used this major purchase to exercise my faith to Him, but also to mold my character. Our family was able to cultivate our teamwork to provide not just the financial needs of our unit, but also the labor needed, like repairs, maintenance, and paperwork. God worked in our family that we're able to improve our relationship. These past months, God proved to me He can provide plenty of amazing, unexpected, and unimaginable ways. Through witnessing God's working in my life, the more I value, give us this day our daily bread. Times came when I felt pressured and worried until when can our family sustain paying for our unit. I was worried, where can we get the money to pay for it for the coming month's expenses or dues? God made me see that I just need to focus on the present day and that to trust Him to provide day after day. God provides manna enough for a day's consumption of Israelites and not for a year or 6 months supply, because the Lord wants us to trust Him on His daily provision, and faith is not exercised if we already got that year or 6 months supply. I may ask for His financial provision, but He wanted me to appreciate not what He can give, but who He is. From that day on, I started to rely on God to provide for our day-to-day needs. From a businesswoman point of view, the sacrifices I'm making now are nothing compared to how God will financially bless my business for His glory and purpose.